Well, Georgia's Senate candidates have raised more than $200 million for political ads. That is according to OpenSecrets, an organization that tracks spending. But how much does that actual election cost taxpayers? Well, WSAV's Archie Shashardri is getting answers in our Georgia Capitol newsroom.
Georgia has had several elections since the 2020 elections, including the January 2021 runoffs, as well as 4 elections just this year alone.
We're talking about holding a whole separate election across the entire state, which means even though there's only one, in this case, one race on the ballot, that they have to have, every precinct up and running. They have to have the early voting, and then every precinct up and running. Those precincts have to be manned. So clearly there are very significant costs involved.
Voting experts say last year's Senate runoff cost taxpayers $10 million.
There are almost 3,000 voting precincts in Georgia. Those are manned and staffed. There are 159 counties in Georgia. Those are manned and staffed.
Political experts say each election requires staff to prepare and process the paper ballots.
The precinct locations open, the poll workers are paid something. There are costs involved in, preparing the equipment.
And the state has stepped in and provided more funding, is that no county is budgeting for a statewide runoff.
Voting experts say the bulk of funding for elections is to train poll workers and keep precincts open for voters.
We now pay a lot more of our poll workers who used to be volunteers. We now have more Secretary of State's office observers and investigators in the field, and the state legislature created a GBI investigative unit for election fraud that didn't even exist in the last legislative session. So each and every one of those is a cost.
Archie Shashardri, WSAV News 3 on your side.